Fuck this fucking sangria spastic, bro. Get out of my club, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, yo. That's not how you know, man. That's not how you really feel, Max. Damn. Damn. Jeez.
Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another live, people. Yeah, there's already 6 of you in here. What the actual fuck? But yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, people. And yeah, you know what we're here for. You know what we're here for. It's the emergency meeting. Try to make it a bit, more dramatic and stuff. I'm just promoting the video. I'm just promoting the stream. But thank you, Kyle and Jojo, for being here already. Lopetegui getting sacked in the morning. He's sacked in a few minutes. Big up to both of you. He's getting sacked in a few minutes, honestly. I mean, listen. If there's anyone that hopes so, it's me. If there's anyone that hopes he gets sacked, it's me. That was the game that saved his job. Blew it. Even my utter disgrace tonight, some blame must be put in the players as well as the manager. Of course, bro, of course. But my whole point, the reason why I don't go at players anymore is because kind of like I think they're Lopetegui out as well. Like in a sense of like obviously the players are obviously gonna down tools, aren't they? And obviously there was individual mistakes, of course. Fucking hell, how is there 12 people here? Big up to Wasim as well. He gets sacked tonight, hopefully. Big up to Hano as always as well. Bruv, where the fuck do we start? Obviously, get your comments and get what your opinions are on the game if you watched it, or just in general about West Ham and about the manager and stuff as well. Also, if there is any news, put it in the comments so I can like get up on Twitter and stuff. Big up Mike's about to go see the highlights. Big up 300, bro. Big up 300. Although it's up to the manager to motivate the players, yeah, exactly. Like, that's always going to happen. Fam, there's 14 people in here. This is fucking mad. If Sully doesn't sack him, then there'll be riots. Honestly, it's going to get to a point where, as we sink lower and lower down the table, the fans will just get more and more intense. And we got Wolves at home next. So if he doesn't want it to get intense, it's the perfect time to sack the manager because he's got a gap as well. He hasn't got the excuse of the lack of time either because he had that excuse against Arsenal. He had that excuse, the whole turnover thing. Only a couple days. Lopetegui sacking, please. I need to see your ballers cook. I mean, so do I. But to be honest, Hano, I don't think we'll get the replacement right either. If I'm being 100% real with you, I just think it'll be the same old shit as always. Big up to whoever's here. Make sure to like the stream. Of course, people, make sure to like the stream as well. Try and get to 10 likes by the end of the stream. And if you're not subscribed already, you might as well subscribe. Like, it's free, bro. You get to see my pain for free. Get Potter. Obviously, he's begging for a job. This guy is on every channel. I think he'd do okay with the players. I think he'd do all right. He plays good football. All the free options. I'd like Potter, either Potter, Sarri, or Conceição. I know we've been linked with Conceição, but also Jacob Steinberg's one of the people that's linked us with Conceição as well. So we can't take anything he says for actual realism. The thing is, like, at this point, who cares? This is why I don't get angry anymore. This is why I don't rant. That's why I don't rant anymore. I rant about what people say online. I don't rant about, the actual game itself. This is not true. I know he's made a couple of mistakes, but he's been good up until this point. He's been good this season up until this point. Zuma was terrible last season, bro. If we fuck up the next opponent, we generally might be in the championship next season, no joke. I think just because the league is that shit, we won't be, but we're just going to keep ourselves afloat. We're just going to be distinctly average. 14th best team. I don't think they're going to sack him, mate. I don't actually know if they're going to sack him, but this is like the perfect time to sack him. I don't actually know if they're going to do it. They should do it, or they should have done it after game week 5 if they were actually had any sense, if they actually had any, sort of brain capacity. I know, don't get me wrong, yeah. I know Mavropanos was terrible today. I don't rate him anyway. I don't know, like, Kilman was bad, especially for the last goal. There's always players to criticize. Soufal's terrible, but listen, I've been complaining about Soufal since game week 1, but there's not really any point for me to complain about players anymore. There's no point for me to complain. And listen, there was a lot of bad performances today. But when there's a lot of bad performances, who do you look at? The manager. And can we really say anyone that's been very good this season, apart from like Kilman at times, Wan-Bissaka and Tadibo at times? Like, I'm talking very good. I'm talking great. Like, because apart from Wan-Bissaka, you could probably argue that no one else has been great for West Ham. Because if you can't, then again, you look to the manager to get the best out of the players. This squad isn't bad. Despite the players that I don't like, this squad isn't bad, people. We actually have a decent squad. That's why I'm looking so far towards the manager itself. Ironically, Pellegrini got sacked after we lost to Leicester, so maybe we can, rewrite history. We need to get Iraola in, pay him the money. Listen, like, he'd be ideal. I don't think we'd get him, but he'd be ideal. If we were ambitious, we'd try. We'd at least try. We'd approach Bournemouth. If our owners had a brain capacity, we would have hired him in the first place. Yeah, that's also true. Even the Mikes, big up to Johnny as always. Even the Mikes and all does lobby pick the team by pulling their names up from a hat. Yeah, I wasn't happy with the start 11 today, but I've always said, Johnny, like, since the Chelsea game, I don't think it even matters who starts anymore when it comes under this manager, because even with the lineups I like, he somehow manages to ruin it. Like, I didn't mind him going unchanged from Newcastle to Arsenal, for example, but the team just looks so different compared to how we did against Newcastle because they just panic. What it did was clear the ball up against Arsenal, where we just got attacked again. I feel like the exact same thing is happening. The exact same thing is pretty much happening over and over again. And listen, you can blame the players as well. We had about 20 shots and we should have finished at least 5 of them. And yes, you could argue VAR disallowed goal. I don't give a shit about VAR. I'm sorry, I don't care about VAR. I don't care about refereeing decisions. I don't talk about that on my channel because referees are bad every game that I watch. And listen, the referee in general wasn't even that bad today. It's just decisions. How many bad decisions do we see go against every team in the Premier League? We see it quite a lot. So there's not really, for me, like, anyone that's going to talk about VAR and try and make that the main topic of conversation is severely deflecting. The problem I have with as well, there's been a lot of copium online. And listen, if you go on Twitter, fucking hell, man. Copium. There's the people that were sticking by Lopetegui no matter what. And they're just being like, I'll just get behind the lads sort of thing. They sound exactly like the people that were backing Moyes no matter what last season. You're kind of all being hypocrites at the same time. Everyone in this chat actually has a bit of sense, which is why I like talking to you guys, which is why I like talking to my community, the people that are subscribed and watch this channel week in, week out. Because we have to watch the same shit. We have to go through the same shit together. But we can actually watch football with our own eyes, you know? We don't just watch it off agendas. Even the people that don't support West Ham in the chat, you guys have got way more sense than some of the people online that do support West Ham in terms of Twitter. So big up to all of you because you guys actually get involved in a general footballing conversation. And this is the thing. My problem is with this whole thing is that we've let it get to a point where we've had to, try and rise back up again. Instead of, okay, it's not that bad. We've got a chance to, try and get back up there again. Like, do it now before it gets too late. I feel like they've left it too late because we're at a point, before like the Christmas period or get into the Christmas period where the points gap isn't actually as big. So if you hired a new manager, we went on a run, we could be back to a decent place again. You could be back to like a 10th or 8th place again. The longer this goes on, the less of a chance that will happen again. That's why an ambitious club like Aston Villa sacked Steven Gerrard when it was needed, when it got really bad. I think around this time, and they hired Unai Emery. Like, it's simple as that, isn't it? Danny Ings and Antonio tonight. Oh boy. 2 P's in the pod. That's why, like, as much as I've said Antonio's been terrible, I never always advocated for Ings to start just to come off the bench. As much as he did a couple cool passes here and there, controlled the ball now and then, it wasn't enough, and he ended up being injured anyway. So I got to in mind Edin Terzic or Stuart Pearce. I think both. No offense, bro. I think both are terrible options. I don't think Terzic. I think you picked them because they both have an affiliation with the club. Stuart Pearce would be a terrible manager. He's just a passion merchant. And Edin Terzic, come on, bro. Like, I know you got Dortmund to the Champions League semi-final, but we look just as identityless. Shout out to Hannah as well. Like and subscribe for Lopetegui sacking. Listen, if you don't like Lopetegui, you must subscribe and you must like the video, people. Like the video so Lopetegui gets sacked. £1 equals 1 donation, bro. Very happy for Fulkirk. Only positive from tonight. Yeah, we left with something at least. We left with something. I'm happy that he was just on and he didn't get injured again. So as long as he's not picked up a knock from when he's picked up his substitution appearance, yeah, is what it is. Is what it is. But I hope we don't rush him back, no matter who's in charge. Like when we play Wolves or whatever, I hope we don't rush him straight back. I hope we pause before I say this, ease him back in, pause. and he gets certain minutes at this time, certain minutes at this time. He's not ready to do 90 minutes, you can see, but at least made somewhat of an impact, I guess. There's not really much to talk about when it comes to his performance, but I think we're all happy that he scored. I feel sorry for Tadibo and Soler, who would have been in European football by now, because that will look bad for them. Yeah, they were sold a dream. I said this in my fan cam. I just uploaded my fan cam. They've been sold a dream, man. They've been sold a dream. Like, I said this, you must have looked at a director of football as a new player and think, okay, this club's going on an up. This club's going on some form of trajectory where the club has hope. The club is going in a direction where they're trying to get into European football week in, week out. They're trying to play a decent brand of football. But you've got all these players that have been put under this certain manager in itself. So it is what it is. Interesting option for me is West Brom manager Carlos Corberán, by far the best manager in the Championship. I actually think he deserves the step up as well. The fact that he's still at West Brom is kind of amazing in itself, and they don't actually spend much compared to other Championship teams. Despite them being one of the bigger teams in the Championship, they've been going through a bad financial sort of crisis under their ownership. I know West Brom fans don't like their ownership either, so he's doing well for what he has. I think he'd be a decent option as well. Leicester were actually linked with him. And I think he's a Premier League manager. He's definitely a Premier League manager. Like, if he had got West Brom promoted, he may not have had the players to stay up. But he has the management skills, the game management, the tactics as well. He keeps you organised, but he also plays a decent brand of football as well. A bit like Consensal, who we're linked with as well. If that whole L'Equipe thing is, what's it called? If that L'Equipe thing with Consensal is true, that he favours a move to West Ham, then bring him in. Big up to Views, bro. Big up to Views. Hope you're doing well. Subscribe to Views if you haven't already as well. Leave Lobby and Leicester just like Avram. honestly, he's the worst manager since Avram. I don't think Tadibo will stay, mate. Alone with an obligation to buy doesn't mean he'll stay. I see him going to maybe Inter or us. I'd love him. I don't think we're going to sell him to you. And it won't be, the thing is, it won't be next summer. It won't be next summer. But if there's another season like this, he'll be gone like the season after. I know, as you say, obligation to buy doesn't mean anything, but unless we sell him on an obligation to buy, he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave anytime soon. He kind of has to stay. He doesn't really have much choice. Kudus will definitely leave, but Kudus was going to leave anyway because of the whole release clause thing. And it's kind of just sad how we're wasting like a big group of players, like a talented group of players. One of probably the best West Ham squad that I've seen in my lifetime, and it's just being wasted to bits. Somerville is a very good player. Kudus is a very good player. Bowen's a very good player. Paquetá on his day. I'm not really a fan of Alvarez, but there's more to get out of him, you know. Tadibo and Kilman's a good centre-back partnership. But honestly, Kilman just looked like he gave up. Like, the Arsenal one was generally him being a bozo. That one looked like he just gave up. He couldn't be asked. You can loan him out, and if he's happy, he'll join whoever club at the moment. That's what I'm saying. Unless we do it with another loan to obligation, I don't think it's going to happen. But I don't think we'll let that happen, bro. I don't think we'll let that happen. Because at the end of the day, we are the ones that hold the cards, because he's not really going to throw his toys at the Prem. He's not that kind of guy. After your summer buys, I didn't expect this, bro. Yeah, I tried to tell people, though, in the summer views, like, despite the fact that we had a very good transfer window, even if it wasn't to be as bad as expected, it was always going to take time to gel. Now, instead of this taking time to gel, this ain't gelling anytime soon. Like, I know a lot of people predicted us top 4, top 6, top 8. I just said 10th at the start of play. That's what I want, and that's what I expect. And we're not getting either, bro. And that's the thing. We still have a decent squad. That was still a good transfer window. It's just a case of the manager. It's literally purely the manager. Like, I know we've made mistakes as players, but you can't look at a whole season and just go at the players and feel like we haven't done this and we haven't done that. We haven't had a chance to do anything. We haven't had a chance to do anything at all. Soler is by far our best midfielder. Soler is good. Soler's got a chance in his actual position. I don't know why he got taken off, but even Lopetegui's Lopetegui out by taking him off. You can see that. I don't even know if Lopetegui's actually putting up a fight to keep his job or if he's just this fucking stupid. It probably is a bit of both, to be honest. That's why I called him a spaz. But Soler's played in his right position, and he's got a very good final ball on him, very good cross on him. I'm very happy with what I've seen from him in Newcastle, Arsenal, and Leicester so far. And I do feel sorry for him as well. But just to remind people. This fucking sangria spastic, bro. Get out of my club, bro.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That was after the Man United game. Big up to Deck. Reckon he will still be in charge when you play us? I have no clue. I don't know what West Ham are going to do. I have no idea. I don't know what West Ham are gonna do. I'll be real. I'll be real. I'll be real, bro. But listen, listen, like I can't be asked with Lopetegui, bro. Lopetegui didn't even cut the fans a full time. Definitely knows he's gone. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Did you hear how loud the boos were at full time? Did you hear how loud our Did you hear how loud our away fans were? Bro, our away fans are always loud, yeah, but I wanted them to let him know. Like, because our fans don't give a fuck. They will let you know if they're not unhappy. Big up to Johnny again. What was that Kilman leg spasm all about for the third goal, allowing Daka a free whack? Honestly, he made a mistake and then he just gave up. And like, you just know the players have lost it then when after the mistake, they don't even try and go and make up for their mistake. Honestly, imagine being worse than Moyes there. Honestly, bro, big up to the other minerals. No, I shouldn't laugh, but that threw me. Yeah. So listen, what happens when this what happens with West Ham, bro. That's what happens with West Ham. Yeah, make sure to smash the likes, people. There's 22 people in there, 23 people in here. Smash the likes and subscribe if you are new, if you are enjoying my pain. Big up to Mr. B. Hey, bro, how come you couldn't beat that lot when we beat them 4-1? Lopetegui, bro. Lopetegui, bro. Even when we did that preview for Brentford West Ham, bro, I was complaining about the manager since then. Complained about how bad we were since then, and that was a game after the Chelsea game. That was on game week 6, and we haven't changed since. Fucking hell, there's 26 people in there. What the actual fuck? Our own fans were singing "You're getting sacked in the morning." Yeah, I heard that. No, he doesn't, bro. No, he doesn't, bro. Crazy how we had Moyes out banners, but no Lopetegui out banners. They got to a point with the Moyes out banners where it's just like it got too much because it's so early in. They're just kind of just complaining. And to be honest, we got looked down upon for bringing out banners. We'll probably get looked down upon again, but for doing that. Who do you want as new manager when Lopetegui goes? If we're going for 3 options, then Sarri or Conceição. Either Maurizio Sarri or Conceição. Or there was another 3 option, but I forgot who it was. He's making our Arteta look good. I'm assuming that's what you meant. Well, to be fair, Arteta's a way better manager than Lopetegui. Arteta would do well for a club like West Ham. I think he's our level rather than, title challenging level. Big up Mike. So watch the game and I can tell some of the players aren't playing for the manager. Big up to Clicks, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, honestly, bro. Honestly, it's terrible. It's terrible. 30 people in here. This is the most views I've had live ever, apart from a raid. So big up to everyone that's in here. Please like the video and subscribe, please. Yeah, Lego Man would do good, but because I think he obviously he's new to management still. I don't know why he went to Arsenal. Bruv. That Arsenal's too big of a club for you to have your first managerial job in. Worst player today? Oh boy, Mavropanos probably. No, it's Sufal Mavropanos probably. But I'm not pause when I say this, bashing players too much because the manager's kind of dragging them all down, even though I don't rate Mavropanos or Sufal anyway. I'm just trying not to go at the players too much because I know that it's mainly the manager. Even though I know Sufal isn't good enough, even though I know Mavropanos isn't good enough. And to be fair, let's be honest, guys, whenever them two play together, we always lose. Like, when they're on the same side as well. It happens all the time. The Newcastle 4-3, even the Crystal Palace in pre-season, them two played together. The Aston Villa game, earlier this season, right at the start of the season when we lost 2-1. Bro, every time these two play together, terrible, man. Honestly, terrible. Maybe we get Pep. Someone needs to check on Pep. Honestly, Pep is already bald as it is. His face is going to look backwards if he ever managed West Ham. Does Sufal not know how to trust the ball? He always took 2 touches to get under control. I've been saying this for time, though. How many, okay, a lot of you probably have only just watched me since the summer or whatever, yeah, but you can look at the history of this channel, yeah. I've been complaining since 2022 about how bad Sufal is in possession or just crossing, how much his crossing has fallen off, how backwards he is, how lack of intricacy he has as well. I've been complaining about this for time. Why did he drop Emerson, the stroker? I guess to rest him, but he didn't need to rest him. I've always said, yeah, since we've had Emerson and Wan-Bissaka and your backups are Cresswell and Sufal, and this isn't a jab at Cresswell, but I'm saying the quality in between the first choices and the second choices, you might as well play the first choices until their legs fall off because we don't have Europe. You can pretty much play them every game. But yeah. West Ham fans to their own manager, Yula Lopetegui, could get sacked in the morning. Yep. I heard that on TV. Do you think you could be in danger of relegation? The only reason why I say no is just because the league is that terrible. Like, not that we're any good. We just have more individual quality than the others. Big up to Hannah as always. Wait, was that West Ham fans shouting you're getting sacked in the morning? Right, I thought it was the Leicester City fans. No, it was our fans, clicks. It was our fans, bro. Yeah, we've done that before. We did it to Moyes, we did it to Pellegrini, we've done it to every manager we've had for the past 5 years. Guilherme not getting a sniff once again is actually kind of a violation to his development because this guy needs first team football. We didn't buy him for no reason, sort of thing. I know we bought him to pretty much be the main guy to replace Kudus and Paquetá for the future because he could play on the wing and a number 10 position as well. But yeah, come on, man. Like, he should be getting at least some game time. Come on, guys, smash the likes and sub out. Let's get Max to 1K. Big up to clicks as always. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Please. We'll try to get to 15 likes by the end of the video. How many fingers did Lop hold up? I don't fucking know. But this guy, I've watched Avram Grant. My introduction to West Ham was being 7 years old and watching West Ham get relegated on Avram Grant. This guy is level with Avram Grant. The reason why I say he's level with Avram Grant is because of the level of squad and the level of management that he's producing. This guy is a fucking spackhead. He's a reject. He's generally a terrorist of football. He's a disgrace to the beautiful game. He's a disgrace to our club. He's a disgrace to the Premier League. He's a disgrace to the whole sport in general. He's a disgrace to life, to human form of life. His trim is horrible as well. Boy. He's a disgrace. His trim is horrible. His face is horrible. His football's horrible. Like, his teeth are as bad as mine. He's horrible. I'm going to start getting fucking personal. Avram, yes, Max, you remember him. Unfortunately, bro, that was my introduction to football, pretty much. The 2010 World Cup and then the 10-11 season. Like, and then that was when I first started going to games as like a 7-year-old. Going to West Ham games. Like, genuinely, that was my introduction. Like, you're in here for the trenches for life, supporting West Ham United. Lopetegui will not get another job in England after this. Oh boy, if there's any club that employs Lopetegui after seeing this and after seeing the way he walked out, obviously when he was Wolves manager as well, boy. Can't believe we only drew against you. You're shocking. Unless you get a new manager, you're done. Yeah, that's the thing, Mr. B. Remember on the preview, I even said, like, you'll beat us. Like, I predicted you lot to win. I can't believe we drew. Because you guys are so much better than us this season. And the way you play against teams, look at the way you guys played against Leicester compared to how we played against Leicester. Like, it's chalk and cheese. He doesn't have any personality or charisma. Every time for the press is talking to a fucking ceiling. That it just reminds you of an even worse Pellegrini. He makes Pellegrini. It's like, do you know when you see a girl that looks so fucking clapped that it makes like someone that you've recently seen look kind of mid, that you thought was clapped before? That is what Lopetegui is making Pellegrini look. That is what Lopetegui is making Pellegrini look. It's like you shag Susan Boyle, hypothetically. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone, but you shag Susan Boyle, for example. You then regret shagging Susan Boyle. You've been on a good streak for a while, but then you shagged Gemma Collins and you thought, no, maybe Susan Boyle wasn't that bad. That is the Pellegrini Lopetegui equivalent of women. Yeah, so Ruud van Nistelrooy debut win. What did you think of his tactics? Very basic stuff. He can't really do much with that defense, to be honest with you. Like with Connor Cody. Well, Connor Cody played well, but Vestergaard and Wout Faes coming on, etc. He likes to play on the counter. He does like to press at times, but it's not enough. It's not enough to get Leicester beyond what they can be. He's going to need a lot of help. They need to sign defenders in the transfer window, like a right back and at least one centre back, if they can spend in January. But he likes the players to run in behind, quick on the counter, quite efficient. Yeah, that was painful to watch tonight. Big up Max, big up to Alfie. As always, subscribe to Alfie if you haven't already. And bring back Bilic. No chance. Do you not remember how bad it was under Bilic in the end? Get the GC as manager. For fuck's sake. But this is kind of the problem, people. Like, even if we sack this guy, which we should anyway, we're going to hire someone dog shit. like Terzic or someone like. And I'm not saying Terzic is actually like proper dog shit or anything, but it's not what we need, guys. With the level of squad that we have, we need someone that's going to take us back into Europe. I'm just being honest. I'm sorry, but like we just need a certain level of manager where we can really thrive in the world, like where we can really thrive to get European football, to take it to the next level where we've been asking for it. I'm just saying. Because this is the thing, yeah. When you look at this squad, who looks at this squad and thinks, "Oh, Lopetegui would be good at managing that"? And I didn't want him in the first place, but because I wanted to get behind the idea that Steiden hired him, so I was like, "Okay, I'll get behind it." But after game week 1, I saw red flags. But I gave it until game week 5. I saw positives against Man City, but then I realized that this manager doesn't like to continue upon momentum. So in game week 4, I was calling the manager out very, very like abruptly, like against Fulham. Everyone remembers the rant against Fulham. Man said, "Do you have no chance, bro? What the fuck?" Big up to Johnny. Emery may be available soon. I'd take Unai Emery any day of the week, but I don't think he's actually going to get sacked anytime soon. But I would love Unai Emery at West Ham. Honestly, his football suits our players. His football suits our players, especially the fucking attackers. But there's like I remember when like at the start of the season I used to do like player ratings and stuff like that as well. There's no point grading the players under this manager because there's just a whole new level of shit when this manager's in charge. Big up to Matt. West Ham are a stupid club. With the players you signed, there was no way Lopsided should have gone in as manager. You need someone with fresh and modern ideas. Yeah, modern is the key word as well, Matt. As well, it's the key word to that. Someone with fresh ideas. I don't want to see the same rigid nonsense that I've been seeing at the club for about 10 years, pretty much. I want to see someone that's actually going to stamp their authority, good character, fresh ideas, good man manager as well. Gets the players on side quickly. Because these players aren't the type of characters to throw managers under the bus that quick. It's just the managers are that shit. That's why the players have lost it. Smoked by Rude, yeah. Big up to TKL, yeah. Smoked by Rude, Van Nistelrooy. And funny enough, everyone knows me as a negative West Ham fan. Yeah, I said a draw. I said we draw. I was debating with people saying that, you know what, we probably won't win because we're shit as well. But people like Leicester are shit. So I said draw. Like, but even we lost to Leicester. I don't even know how many games Leicester won this season. I think Potter can bring that. The main issue is up in that director's box, though. That's the thing. If you let Steiden pick, you'd get a decent manager, a Potter, the Stuttgart manager, the Hoynes guy. If you let Sullivan in charge, you get these kind of managers, like a Steve Cooper, as Mr. B said. And if Steve Cooper joins, we're definitely getting relegated. Like that's not even a debate. Like, because he's that bad. That would be the most West Ham. That would be the most David Sullivan thing ever. Just to what's it called? Hire Steve Cooper. How could be available next week? Do you know what it is for Eddie Howe? Yeah, I do actually rate him as a manager. I just don't think with this squad he'd be suited. But man, do you know what it is? If this was a couple years ago, I would agree with you, bro. Because David Sullivan has a fetish for Rafa Benitez, bro. He loves Rafa Benitez. Loves him. And yeah, also that would relegate us as well. I'm sure a lot of teams would like to see that. Wouldn't be surprised if you got Scott Park again. That would be another one that would, I think, might get the channel terminated. But also because he's in another job, we wouldn't pay for him. And you already see, what's it called? What he's doing with Burnley, sort of thing. They don't even like him. Special Stevie, yeah, exactly. Not Special Steve. Yeah, Emery won't be sacked, and well, should he? I think it was just a joke, really. Was Potter at the game? Potter was a pundit at the game, Artur. Big up to Artur as well. Yeah, Graham Potter was a pundit alongside Emil Heskey and Kevin Nolan. What a combination of pundits. But he was actually analysing the game really well. I'd take Potter, though. If we're talking cheap options, like free options, Sarri, Conceição, Potter are the three I'd take. Any other option, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. That brother went to Leicester to get justice for Ten Hag. Oh, fucking hell. I'm just going to get trolled with a bunch of managers. Ten Hag's linked to Leipzig, so I don't think he'd come to us, but I wouldn't take Ten Hag. That's right. A West Ham fan wouldn't take Ten Hag, but he won the FA Cup, but he won the Carabao Cup. I'm sure people are going to say that. The thing is, there'd actually be quite a bit of PR. It'd be like, he's harshly done at Man United. Everyone that goes to Man United is shit. So Ten Hag will do well at West Ham. And then we just get relegated and we're facing Millwall next season. And these people are pretending like they never said that. That would be what would happen if Ten Hag was the manager of West Ham. But just to remind people, I might play this clip a lot more. This fucking sangria spastic, bro. Get out of my club, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, yo. That's not how you know it.
That should be the only message available. Go away, bruv. Get out of my club. We pay. Man are saying they're feeling sorry for Lopetegui. You should feel sorry for yourself. You support West Ham, bro. You should feel sorry for your own eyes. Yeah, exactly. This football isn't even an upgrade of Lopey and Moyes. It's not. Are you going to Dagenham versus Millwall? As is at Millwall away, I don't know. But that's the thing. A lot of West Ham fans are going to be there anyway, because a lot of West Ham fans go to Dagenham games anyway. I might try and get a ticket. I've been to the Den before. Yeah. Paella, Pulis, and Sangria Spastic. Exactly. Exactly, bruv. Bounce back, stick to the plan. Like, we need a new manager bounce. We just need fresh ideas. We need someone who's here for the short term and long term. We need someone who's going to build. We need someone who's going to work well with the director of football. Yeah, you're taking the fucking piss. I knew this was going to come up. And thanks, all the chat's now trolling me with managers. Brilliant stuff. I guess it's what happens when your team loses. It comes with the territory, I guess. But we lose every week, so I don't. This is what we're like every week, people. This is what we're like every week. But this is the thing. Are they going to sack him? Put it in the chat. Do you think we see tomorrow Lopetegui's been sacked? Put it in the chat, people. Do you think yes or no? I'm curious to know what you guys think. I'm going to assume a lot of West Ham fans probably think no. And it's not whether he should be sacked. Do you think he will be sacked? Do you think they actually pulled the plug? Because he should have been sacked after game week 5. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. Man said thank you to all that travelled to Leicester. Have a safe journey home. Go fuck yourself. I'm just checking Twitter. Just in case. I'm going to check Rashane Thomas to see if the press conference is gone yet. No, nothing's happened yet. If there's any quotes, I'll let you man know. But no. Listen, we literally just had this, for fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, Minerals. Yes, even Lopetegui wants to be sacked at this rate. He's trying to sack himself, bruv. No, I reckon they'll give him until our game. Kind of says it all, though. The thing is, even if they give it to your game and we beat you, they'll just keep him until the end of the year. Exactly, like Johnny views both don't think it should be, but won't. Like, I think we're all on a general consensus that he should be sacked, but he won't be. Would you take Carsley? Not enough of a sample size. I don't know. I think he'd probably give fresh ideas, but I don't know. I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready for this level. He was linked to commentary trouble. I think he should go to the championship first to see what his level is tactically. And just in general, being a manager, whether he's big enough to take a job. Is everything Lopetegui's fault, though? Yes. Yes. The reason why I say everything is because the players wouldn't, some of the players anyway, the best players at this club wouldn't be playing like this if it wasn't for him. Yes, some of the players that usually make mistakes would, like the Mavropanoses, the Sufals. Brother, he's at Coventry. You can't even do that, TKO. He's at Coventry, for fuck's sake. And no, you already know the answer. Like Lego Man, he won't be sacked, but he should be. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Arteta shouldn't even have the job in the first place. But yes, everything is Lopetegui's fault. Everything is his fault. Because the transfer window was fine. Any competent manager gets the best out of this squad. And we look so far up the table. We be where Brighton are. No one can tell me that the Brighton squad is way better than West Ham's. No one can tell me that Newcastle is even way better than West Ham's. They're above us. They're bottom half, but they're above us. No one can tell me Nottingham Forest's squad is way better than West Ham's. And no, I wouldn't take Nuno before everyone asked me. No. What about why would Bielsa to rattle your feathers? Nah. Again, it's too far the other way. The reason why I say no to Bielsa is because it's actually too attacking, where the point we would actually get battered by playing the other side of the football. You know what I mean? No, please. I don't even want to talk about him anymore. Like, no. And before people say, but it wasn't this bad under Moyes, brother. 6-0, 5-0, 5-1, 5-2. I'm not going to go on about it. But no. Brother. I'm not in the mood for this. Villa fan. Respectfully, not in the mood for this, bro. Did you see last season? I'm sorry. I'm not doing this. Yeah, Lampard has gone to Coventry. And listen, yeah, competent. Competent coaches, yeah. Potter for me, of who we can get, I think he'd be a decent appointment. The Moyes guessed that because no, to be fair, Villa fans just asking the question, but like other West Ham fans would guess like I don't think he does it well. I just deep City squad isn't even better. West Ham. I don't know. I still think it is, but it definitely is. It definitely is. I'll be real. It definitely is. But I hear you. It's fallen off a lot compared to where it is. But big up to Sean, obviously from Neil's channel as well. Big up to him. Congrats on the win as well. Big up Mike's. Hopefully someone competent comes into your club. Listen, I'm glad that you guys are going to survive under Rude, and hopefully we can have the same as well. I've always liked Leicester. How are people comparing him and Lopetegui? No, Pellegrini almost got you relegated. Moyes saved you. I'm not trying to wind you up, lol. Oh yeah, and the people are just doing it lazily though. People are just comparing Moyes and Lopetegui because Moyes was the previous manager. They were always going to do that. They were going to do that with whoever is going to be hired. Like for example, whoever's next, they're going to compare to Lopetegui and Moyes. That's just what football fans do, though, bro. And I would probably compare him more to Pellegrini. He actually makes Pellegrini look better. Pellegrini had the worst squad. Did you see the footage of the West Ham and Arsenal fans? I did. Yeah, it's just embarrassing, isn't it? It's embarrassing. Klopp is looking for a job in London. I would take Pep and I would take Klopp. Don't think Klopp and Pep would come to us. But honestly, he makes Pellegrini look actually good. Because Pellegrini had Carlos Sanchez and Jack Wilshere, and I know there's Arsenal fans in the chat. I don't like Jack Wilshere. Joy is based on the fact that Northside's a Benfica fan and said we'd get relegated with Roger Schmidt earlier today. I probably wouldn't. I'd like to think Northside knows what he's talking about, especially him being a Benfica fan. Okay, now you're taking the piss. Now you're taking the fucking piss. So we've had a lot of people to troll me with Gerrard, Southgate, Moyes. Who else have we had to troll me? Well, to be fair, some of you tried to troll me with Arteta. I'd actually take Arteta. We've had Lampard. Who else have we had to troll? Yeah, we've had Southgate twice. Yeah, those are the Ten Hag. You guys have trolled me with Ten Hag as well. Steve Cooper, Benitez. Okay, you guys have like Dean Smith. Here we go. If we didn't have Frank, we would take Klopp for sure. Well, yeah, I think most clubs would. Most clubs would, Mr. B. Fairs, you will likely need a more left field appointment. I agree. I think we just need someone with fresh ideas, bro. Bro, he's just gone to USA. You're taking the fucking piss, bro. You're taking the fucking piss. And no, I wouldn't take Pochettino, believe it or not. I'm a West Ham fan and I'm saying that. Like, we just need... Oh, yeah, I forgot Dean Smith was at Brentford. Big up to Hooks as well. Yeah, Frank has gone to Coventry. And Frank is the most hated man at West Ham. Frank Lampard wouldn't take the job. We wouldn't take Frank Lampard. It'd be very entertaining for the neutral, though. Frank Lampard going to West Ham. If I didn't support West Ham, I'd encourage it because it'd be chaos. But I'm a West Ham fan and I don't want to kill myself. Bring Roy Hodgson out of retirement. Okay, that's another one. Mark Robbins. I think Robbins is a good manager, but he's a good championship manager. Man said, why? Exactly. So you guys are loving it. Luckily, I'm not too pissed off. Yeah, I know. Nah, Rogers is done. Rogers is done, man. He's gone to the thingy for a reason. In my FM save, Hodgson is the West Ham manager. Joy, every time a West Ham manager gets sacked in FM, I always see Roy Hodgson linked. I always see Hodgson and Allardyce linked. We've got to do the FM save, boys. Joy, we'll do it soon. We'll do it. Give me a couple weeks and then we'll do it around like nearer to Christmas time because I've got a busy 2 weeks. Do you know who has a fresh who has fresh ideas? A certain Carrick. Yeah, we discussed this before. He's a former player, so I just feel like there's too much sentiment there. I do think he's a really good manager, though. Yeah, Sergio Conceição, for the love of God. He would be ideal. Steve Warnock. I think you mean Neil Warnock, because Steve Warnock is the pundit who used to play for Villa at left back. Even then, either way, no. Yeah, Neil Warnock, nah, bruv. He's retired, no? He's meant to be retired. Or did he come back and then just go again? I don't know. He's like the fucking Conor McGregor of football, bro. He always just comes back, bro. Well, hopefully he doesn't sniff coke like Conor McGregor. Carlos Corberan from West Brom. He's got good yeah, I just discussed this 10 minutes earlier. I think I'd take Corberan because he doesn't have any affiliation towards the club, but he's got fresh ideas and he's very organized, but he plays good football. I know you guys were linked with him twice. The problem is I don't think we'd pay for him. Obviously, I'd take him, but the club wouldn't because he's not on a free. We got to Colin. Mike's mate, I'm so angry and sad for what's happening to our club. Sullivan is a big problem. Hope he's and he's taking a piss out of our fans. I would take Conceição and Iraola right now. Loppy out, hope out morning. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. Obviously, Iraola would be great, but I don't think he'd come to us. To be honest, I don't really know why you'd go from Bournemouth to West Ham at this current moment in time. It's not like we're in Europe or anything. In the summer, we might have had a chance, but we don't really have a chance at this point. But I think we'd all love Iraola. And we'd all take Iraola. Conceição is on a free. So that could happen. That could happen. Sure it is. He's a big shithouse as well. He's a big shithouse. He's just a big prick as well. I feel like, do you know what we need, guys? Do you know what we need? Don't say Mourinho. Do not say Mourinho. I'm saying we need a manager that's going to bring the bastardry out of us. We've got bastards in the team. We need to use that to our advantage. We are too nice on the pitch. We are way too nice. Way too nice on the pitch. We need to be bastards. We need to be pricks. We need to be wind-ups. We need to take the piss. We need to play decent football with this group of players, but we need to take the absolute piss. That's what we need. We need to do all the we need to go with different things and attack games in different, and we need to know how to manage games properly. When we're 1-0 up, 2-0 up, we need to know how to manage games. We need to know how to see out games. We need to know how to switch it up tactically. Iraola not leaving Bournemouth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's not going to leave. Get Emma Hayes. Yeah, female but we'll sort you out. Thing is, I've got too little of a sample size to even know whether Emma Hayes would be good enough or not. Mourinho would send you down. I don't know if it would send me down. It would just be, I think it would just literally be, average. I've always wondered why Roy Keane never went into management. I don't think anyone actually wanted to take Roy Keane as, a manager going forward. Because obviously he was a manager at Sunderland early on. But since then, I think the game moved past him as a manager. He obviously was assistant manager for too long. Then he became a pundit again. Nobody really looked at Roy Keane as like a candidate. He was linked back to the Sunderland job, but they didn't want to take him back. And to be honest, he'd get too pissed off at the modern day players. I think for his own sanity, he should stay as a pundit himself. Midnight, please kidnap the bloke. And Allegri. Do you know who else is a certain Irish? I'm assuming you meant Roy Keane. What about the Sunderland manager? Too less of a sample size again. I wouldn't know if he does well. I think he only just arrived, this year? What was the reason Amarim didn't get the job? We didn't pay the compensation. Talks broke down because we didn't pay compensation, which looks really stupid on us now because it was only like 9 million. But that kind of sums up our club 300. It kind of sums up how unserious we actually are in ourselves, really. So to be honest with you, it kind of sums us up. And listen, I want to put notifications on for Fabrizio and West Ham and see if I can keep up, etc. But listen, I don't think it's going to happen. There's no point me even hoping, is there? Will Still, don't know if you spoke about him. Yeah, he's a West Ham fan, funny enough. Again, I haven't watched enough. I've watched was it A Coach's Voice? You know, that YouTube channel where managers break down their tactics and stuff like that as well. I watched him on there. He seems like a good character and stuff like that. Again, I've not got enough of a sample size to even say. Same reason why I didn't say anything about Ruud van Nistelrooy, because I didn't have enough of a sample size to even like know about what he is as a manager. Why does it sound like so much like my team, bro? I don't know. Paying compensation was a no-brainer, exactly. But according to our owner, apparently not. Only thing Fabrizio said is that he was under serious pressure. Yeah, and he said that about a month ago. Like he was under pressure anyway. And then we beat Man United, and he kept him afloat. Unfortunately, just have a few drinks like Melon, and you'll be fine. What, hospitalize myself? Shout out Melon as always, man. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already. People try to get to 15 likes. Yeah, his tactics are similar to Maresca's. In that case, bring him in. Obviously, I just watched his masterclass on PSG and stuff like that about how he beat PSG with what's the club he managed before Lens? Was it? I forgot what club it was. Not Brest. I can't remember what manager. I can't remember what team it was. Reims. You're on 25 likes. Oh shit. I didn't even know we were on 25 likes. Shout out to the people. That's probably the highest we've got on a stream ever. So big up to you. Fucking hell. No, it was Mike, you should get fun. We've already had this as well. What the fuck? You're trying to piss me off today. Big up to you, Minerals, but no. Strasbourg. No, it was Reims. Mike's Mourinho would be interested in the fact him and Sullivan in the room together, other than the fact he's lost his mojo. 26 likes as well. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Shout out to you lot. Obviously, you lot like paid, innit? Frank Heist from Nice. Don't know too much about him. But I've heard he's decent, but I don't know too much. Ian Bill, I mean Matthew Bill, is that his name? Oh, you're talking about the guy who was at QPR. Oh, no, fuck that. Michael Bill. I think his name Michael. Nah, he's dog shit, man. I saw him at Rangers. He's dog shit. I don't even know where he is now. I think he's just a free agent. But I support man regardless. Big up to yourself, Sean. But what do we do at this point? We've got 6 days until Wolves. He's got to sack him. He's got to sack him still. He should still sack him. There's no excuse not to. And if we lose to Wolves, it just gets toxic. Either then, or the fans just leave in like the 45th minute. I left in the 91st minute against Arsenal. I probably won't leave early against Wolves, no matter what happens, unless we get back like 4-5-0, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm going home. It's Monday night. I can't be asked to stay. Because I don't leave matches early, ever. The only time I left a match early was when I was kind of ill at a match anyway, kind of unwell, and I went to a game against Man City in the FA Cup and we were losing 5-0, so we left midway. That was the only time I left. Newcastle 5-1, I left in the 90th minute. I have to start leaving early if we keep getting battered like this, honestly. Wolves would be the best team to bring in a new manager. Exactly, as well, because I don't know if Deck is still here, but you never know what you're going to get with Wolves. Oh, there's Deck. If we get the win against you, then surely you have to sack him, right? We are awful. I mean, you'd like to apply. We'd usually apply that logic for the Leicester game. So he should be sacked now. So if he doesn't get sacked now, I don't think he'll ever get sacked. To be honest, your owners sound like ours before Scooper went. Yeah, David Sullivan's still probably one of the worst owners in the league. I know your owners haven't been great over the past few years, from what I've heard as well. So that kind of sums us up over the past recent years. Not gonna lie. I've got a long month ahead of me in December as well. I've got a really tough month ahead of me, just in terms of outside of football as well. This is going to be fucking hell for me. So we're going to try and get out of streams as much as possible. Listen, I can't stream in the afternoon. I've got work morning and afternoon. But if the manager does get sacked, I'll have a stream at 4 p.m. We'll do an emergency meeting at 4 p.m. and we should have a watch along tomorrow as well. But keep getting your comments in about what's going on right now. You need owners like ours, bro. I've been saying that West Ham should operate like Aston Villa for the past 4 or 5 years. Paqueta's been dog shit this season, hasn't he? Yeah, that's the thing. He has, but I kind of just like haven't got in on him too much pause because of the manager. Because I've just like he's held us back a lot. Hitman and Flopategui. We sack managers straight away. Exactly. Like you guys sack managers at the right time, and you guys actually at least have the right ambition. You made a mistake with the Gerrard appointment. But the Emery appointment, like I know you guys aren't doing great right now, but come on, that's still a great appointment. Prayers up for Mike. Yeah, pray for me, people. Pray for me. But as I said, we've got to sack Flopategui. We've got to sack the Sangria. You know the rest, because we need peace. But we'll probably get Terzic in. I think, as I said, people, and there's enough people for me to say this, I've said a million times, you're going to see as soon as Lopetegui gets sacked, West Ham advance talks with Edin Terzic. Because the owner likes to get managers in straight away. Doesn't like interims. Fun fact, the night Gerrard got sacked was at the Fulham game. He got the call straight after Low. Yeah, I heard about that. I remember watching that game. And the way the fans reacted. Obviously, I think Douglas Luiz got a red card that game. I remember that game. It was on Amazon as well. Like, I was like, yeah, this guy's getting sacked. That was 2 years ago. Fucking hell, man. Our owners didn't hesitate. That's what proper owners do, though. That's what proper owners do. But you know what? We're gonna end it there. Who would you buy in January? Joy is I don't even. I actually wouldn't spend in January just to save it up for the summer, just because I think any manager that comes in should be able to get the best out of what they have right now. If we was to buy anyone, a fourth, like just another centre back for the numbers, for the sake of the numbers, because we only have 3. And maybe if we could get a striker on loan, but then again we have 3 strikers, so they probably won't get anyone, or just another midfield, just a number 8 maybe. But I don't know what players, I don't know who's available, because January is obviously hard to do, but that's to give them an excuse. Big up to Darren. If West Ham do get a new manager, it'll be on a short-term contract at the end of the season because Sullivan won't pay out for a top manager. Yeah, it's true. That's true, bro. We all know what Sullivan's like. Yeah, he didn't get any time afterwards. It was the quickest second in our history, apparently. But again, ambitious. Probably hold off on January talks unless Lopetegui is replaced with a good manager. Yeah, also with that. I think regardless of who comes in, though, I'd say they should just get the big spend in the summer, and they should be able to get the best out of what they have now with decent coaching. Despite them not having a preseason. They should, don't sell anyone in January. Don't sign anyone in January. Just keep the squad how it is. I don't think anyone will leave either. Mike's on that performance. I cannot see us getting points against Wolves, Bournemouth, Brighton. And we might be lucky to get a point against Southampton. Honestly, I agree with you. But knowing us, we'll probably get points at least with someone, and it will shock us, and it will probably keep this guy afloat for another 5-6 games. I don't see us beating Bournemouth and Brighton. Bournemouth like to be quite restricted away from home, so they might just get a draw against us, but they are more than capable of beating us. Brighton, we all know what we're like against Brighton. I think Brighton will smash us. I think Brighton will batter us. Our owners are very good at attracting top coaches, because that's the thing as well. They're willing to sell the project to you, but also back it up. What we've done here, we've got a good director of football. What's it called? But the manager, we can sell it to players. We can't sell it to managers. We were supposed to get Amarim, but we got better. I like Emery. Fair. No, you'll get points against Southampton. They are dog. They are dog. They are so dog. And obviously, we discussed on Neil's stream yesterday about Russell Martin and stuff like that, about how naive Southampton are. But honestly, we might make them look decent. I can see Flynn down. I can see the Flynn Downs masterclass from here, honestly. Honestly, man. That's the thing. Again, with West Ham, you'd like to think that you beat certain teams, but a masterclass happened straight out of the blue, people. But it kind of is what it is. It is what it is, sort of thing. Did you know our owner is the richest man in Egypt? That is mental, bruv. And we've got a fucking senile dwarf in charge instead. As I said, for the 15 people in here, if you haven't seen the clip, I'll play the clip. Fuck this fucking sangria spastic, bruv. Get out of my club, bruv.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, yo. That's not how you know, man. That's not how you really feel, Max.
I will keep playing that clip until he's gone. Sounds like us, bruv. You know the feeling. As a Leicester fan, you can probably relate, and Villa fan, you can probably relate in your times in the trenches as well. You guys can probably relate to us in a sense where when you're going through it, you know what your club is capable of. Big up to Watford fan. I've just tuned in. I'm 21 years old. But who do you want when he gets sacked? I'm 21 years old as well, funny enough. Because our owner only really finds the cheap option, I'd like either Sarri, Conceição, or Potter. So the manager's out of a job, because we wouldn't go out there to pay for a manager, as Darren said earlier. We wouldn't go and pay for a manager. We don't want to pay compensation. We just want to get a manager who's out of a job. So it'll probably be them 3, not going to lie. Southampton nearly beat Brighton, though. And to be fair, they had a period against Liverpool, but they are terrible, though. They are still probably the worst team. Even during the good times, I knew what we were on exactly. You know when you just have that feeling about your club. You just have that feeling where it's just like, bro, we're not turning up today. We'll make you look like A class. And do you know what, it's every preview that I've done with every fan of every fan base I've done in this season so far has been quite like the other fan bases have also been quite negative about their club, even though they're way better than us, and been like, I know you're shit, but we're shit. And I'm like, no. Forget everything you're thinking about your club. We will make you look decent. And I'm always right. I did this against Tottenham with George, against Chelsea with Lewis. Like when I talk with people about this club, I need to remind people, we're so bad. We are so bad. We will make you look good. And then they watch us and they're like, you know what? I get it. I get what you've been seeing this whole time. Because you guys get to watch us. For the people that don't watch us week in, week out, there's actually still some people that probably don't get why we're complaining. But there's other people that probably get why we're complaining because of how much hype there was around us during the transfer window. Last season, people would kind of just brush under the carpet about how bad we was because of the sentiment values and stuff like that. But for the people that watch us week in, week out, understand, you know? They understand. Like, it wasn't the sacking that was the problem, it was the replacement. And there you go. Because we were linked with Amarim, and then we went to Lopetegui. And the thing is, we hire managers quick, so we kind of rushed into the decisions. And you can kind of tell that the owner, in retrospect and in hypotheticals and hindsight and whatever, that the owner's taking charge of the managerial decisions anyway, because he likes to hire managers quick, so he just rushes into a decision. Can't get my words out. So there you go. But unless there's any more questions you guys would like to ask me, I might end it there, people. I might end it there. Is there anyone live? Because if there is, I'll link their thing in the chat. Joey's live. All right, calm. Let me get Joey's link. Just quick. But listen, people, we're gonna have videos coming up, and if the manager is sacked, we'll have an emergency stream at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. tomorrow, because I work early tomorrow. So I was surprised you didn't sack Moyes sooner, but now I understand why it didn't matter. The thing is, as well, it's because he was running out of contract. They just waited until he was out of contract. So bad mistake getting full grip man, so injury pro. We had to just get what we needed with the prices that we had anyway. But listen, people, Joey is live, so go and say hi to Joey and tell that you came from Mike's. Just click on this thing. He's streaming right now. Yeah, we're gonna be back tomorrow, either with a watch along or emergency stream, or both. We'll be a watch along for the Arsenal Man United game, and yeah, we're gonna have streams and things throughout the week, and I'll keep you up to date with the news and stuff. But yeah, like the video, subscribe.